Mike Winger is back with another video. This time it's about a guy named Micah Turnbo. I'm not very familiar with this guy at all, but apparently he comes from the camps of like Bethel endorses him, had him speak there many times, and he's a vineyard pastor. But this guy's making homosexual remarks about Jesus, guys, of all people, about how Jesus is beautiful and he rubs his hands in his beard and he plays in God's beard and all this stuff. Now, full transparency, the guy Micah used to be homosexual. Apparently, he's been delivered from it. But some of these mannerisms and his effeminate speech truly make me think that maybe he hasn't been fully delivered from it and he's probably living in secret sin. But that's not what the point of this video is about. The point of this video is about the homosexual like tendencies and remarks that he's made towards him and his relationship with Jesus. Listen to some of this stuff, guys. This is very disturbing for a pastor that's actively preaching in the pulpit as of the time of this video airing on Mike Winger's channel.
There's something creepy going on. Micah frequently, this became a red flag to me. He frequently in his interviews talks about how beautiful people are, usually men and males, right? Jesus is beautiful. The Father's beautiful. Michael, the Archangel, is beautiful. Solomon's beautiful. David was beautiful. They're all very, very, very beautiful. Adam and Eve are beautiful, gorgeous. And I started to look into this a little more deeply, and I found out some stuff that I think is concerning, and I'm just gonna share it.
You can touch God the Father. I know what he feels like. I know what his hands feel like. He has hands, he has feet. Eyes are beautiful. I mean, his eyes are beautiful. Solomon is beautiful. He's very handsome. And Jesus is very handsome, stunning, handsome, stunning, beautiful, strong. So Adam and Eve, they were beautiful. I mean, just beautiful.
Oh, good looking people.
Good looking people. Michael's beautiful.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Talks a lot about this. And in doing this, oh man, so let me share some stuff he said.
Now, before Mike gets to this article that he put on Facebook, I just want to say that I think personally, every single one of these prophetic visions or these times that Micah Turnbo claims to have been caught up to heaven, because he says he's been to heaven multiple times, sat on God's lap, he played with God's hands, tickled God, poked angels in the belly, tried to get angels to laugh and do all this weird stuff. I think it's all lies, guys. And this shows that one has no fear of the Lord. If you want to say that you've been called up to heaven and you've done all these things and you just keep on infantizing the fact that like God is like this playful God and like you can sit on his lap and he's just so fun and he laughs and he's got gold dust in his beard. This is all very, very serious stuff. I'm afraid to even say that I got a word from the Lord, nonetheless talking about call it a prophecy, because I don't want to lie on God. And this guy's going above and beyond, lying, putting these false prophecies out here. And this is extremely dangerous. This is not something that should be swept under the rug. This is not something that anyone that goes to his church should sit by and entertain. These are delusional, probably mental illness visions that this guy's having here, guys.
This is from his website where he talks about his relationship with Jesus and how intimate it is.
It's so bad, guys.
This is public teaching, okay? This is not some private thing. I share this response to it because it's so public. He says, I gently fell into his chest, Jesus, and he held my face close to his lips. He looked into my eyes and his lips touched mine as he spoke. I created man for intimacy, Jesus tells him. Jesus pulled my head towards him for a gentle kiss, showing me the entire universe in just a few seconds. Again, as Jesus pulled my lips away from him, they were moist. This is nasty.
Yeah.
This is inappropriate. He says, I put my hands around Jesus's hips and laid my head on his chest.
This is so disgusting. This is so disrespectful. This is blasphemy. This is homosexuality in a narrative that this man's put together in a post saying homosexual things about Jesus, that Jesus kissed him on his lips. His lips were moist. Then he says, I put my hands around Jesus's hips and laid my head on his chest. Why are you in an intimate embrace like this with Jesus? And he says, I created man for intimacy, not with another man, No, these visions that this guy's having, this is not something biblical. This is not a relationship. This is not intimacy that is biblical. This is not okay, guys.
There's more from his blog. Jesus gracefully pulled me away so I would look into his eyes again. Jesus placed his right hand on my face so that I would feel him before everything faded away. I returned to my bed, looking towards the ceiling. My lips were still moist from Jesus' kiss. I ask you, when was the last time you kissed the Son? This encounter is for everyone. Of course, the kiss the Son phrase comes from Psalm 2, and it's about like when a king kisses the foot or the ring of another king to say, I obey you. Maybe a cheek kiss in a culture where that's normal for men to do. This is not an intimate lover's kiss type thing. That is inappropriate. That is homosexual.
Yeah, that's crazy. And not only, like I said, that all this stuff's public. This is on his public Facebook channel, his public blogs, his YouTube, all this stuff, guys. He openly talks about, and he encourages everyone to have this type of intimate relationship. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. I love Jesus, and we are the bride of Christ. But I do not want to kiss Jesus on his lips. I don't want to do that. I don't want to kiss a man on the lips. That's weird. That's not okay, right? Is it like, would I have a twin brother? Would I kiss my twin brother on the cheek? Maybe. But we're men. I'm not kissing that dude. Like what? And that's my twin brother. We shared a womb together, right? Why would you put out teachings like this? Why would you try to normalize something like this with Jesus of all people? Have you no fear of the Lord, Micah? Like really? Man, I'm scared for you, bro.
That is sinfully wrong. This is from Micah's Facebook page. He likes to post these pictures, AI pictures that represent him and Jesus. He says, and I quote from his Facebook page, "Behold wonder, Micah Turnbo, behold wonder. The picture I chose was one I've been saving for a while. I hid this because it really shows my life, a prophet and a lover of Jesus. It's vulnerable, intimate, and what has happened to Jesus and me. Some will hate it, but this is where Jesus and I are and what I hope to see in you as we walk into 2025. And then he has these, they're like hashtags, but there's no hashtag. It says face to face, unashamed, fully his, totally in love. I'm not even done yet. This is in this other Facebook AI photo that he probably created using AI and then posted, this two men in intimate grass smiling at each other, like an inch from each other's face. And it says here, Micah says, "I'm taking a break for a week. Speaking of Jesus," Micah says, "he makes me so happy. I'm looking forward to the personal care I will receive next week. It's been an adjustment for me recently. I want Jesus to hold me, breathe on me, and speak into my ear. But I'm returning to the breath, the kiss, the touch, and leaning upon him. Please pray for me. Pray that I will lean into his breath, kiss, and touch. He alone has the words of life. I will see you guys in a week." This is perversion.
And there's 800 likes on the first picture and 500 likes on the second picture. That's more than most churches' congregations. And they're liking this, and no one's correcting this. It is perversion.
This is as red of a flag as you get. Okay, Micah talks about how he struggled with homosexuality in the past and about how he found satisfaction for those desires somehow in his relationship with Jesus. Now, he never, to my knowledge, says anything about something going beyond the things you've already read there. I don't know what else there is there in his own mind. I'm not going to postulate that. I'm going to say what we already know from what he's already said is wrong. But it's not just that. Angels too. Angels also do this stuff. Angels are intimate physically with each other. Intimate, they have sex. Okay, so here's what Micah Turnbo says about angels. He said, this is an angel that, by the way, met Micah and says the following to him. We angels are sexual beings like you are, and it's not odd. He just declares it's not odd. You can read the rest. You have to expand to read it and stuff. But he also has a post on his Facebook where he says, I guess I just made it bigger here. Same post. We are angels who do this stuff. It is not odd. Nothing odd about it. Angels, this is weird stuff. Let me see. There's another video I want to share with you where.
And I just want to dispute this, guys, because Even in heaven, we're not even married anymore, right? So like my wife won't be my wife in heaven anymore. I'll know who she is, but from what I gather, we're not married in heaven, so there's going to be no sex in heaven. So why would angels be up there in heaven having sex? And he's saying that angels are up there reproducing. They're having babies in heaven. You guys just got to mark and avoid this guy. Now, there's going to be tons more in this video that you guys should watch. I will leave this original video down below, but this is why exposing a false teacher with dangerous teaching, dangerous heretical teachings, saying all this blasphemous stuff about the Lord, this is why it's important. And people come against Mike Winger because they say all Mike does is expose ministries, but it's truly not. Mike did a video yesterday. Was nothing about exposing a teacher in there yesterday, right? But when he puts these videos out, he does them with care. He does them with hours and hours of research. It's not just, oh, haphazardly hopping down on the computer and throwing a video together. It takes some hours. You got to think, guys. I work, what, 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week? He's putting hours, hundreds of hours into these videos. It's 2, 3 weeks of research. So it's not done with callousness, it's done out of love. And I pray that this church receives this video, that they discuss it amongst them, that the elders bring correction. And I pray that this guy stops teaching. I pray that he does not have an influence with demonic, perverted, homosexual teaching like this. At least not where he's getting paid to do it, because that's just a slap in the face to God. So I'm going to leave this full-length video down below in the description, guys. Tell me what you think about this in the comment section. Is this okay? Do you think that this is normal? Do you think that this might be mental illness? Do you think that we should not even be discussing it? That's going to do it for this one. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Until then, God bless.